we think we need to play better defensively. And I'll let maybe Barry take over.
Yeah, I really looked at our team. Part of being a good player is being able to, we're talking a lot about the offense, but not only do you have to have the ability to create some offense, but you got to play some defense too. And it's the same with the team game. I think we can be better even defensively. And that team defense is five guys on the ice, actually with a goaltender 6, but we can do that better. And when you're chasing games, sometimes you're a little more risky. When you're holding leads, you're a little more risky. I think we've learned how to defend leads much better. You can't just back up and play, put 4 guys back and let them keep coming at you and keep coming at you. Sooner or later the dam breaks. You've got to stay on your course of your game and play for 60 minutes. So we've learned that, but our overall game, we can improve it, defensively, get our goals for and against a little more differential. Obviously the special teams will help that, but we can be better defensively, can be better offensively, can be better in our consistency areas. I mean, we've got some good forwards. They might not match up maybe with the elite forwards in the league, some of them, but they can play against them, and they're pretty good forwards. And collectively, when we play our team game, we can get it to a situation where we can win the game, and that's what we do on a consistent basis. So, but we do need consistency in terms of we can't have guys going 10, 15, 20 games. If you're a key offensive player for us, you can't have stretches that are if I said to you 50% of the time just come to work, and I don't want results, I just want you to come to work, that's no good. I mean, that's as athletes, so much is put into the stats. If you're not scoring, then you got to contribute in some other way. You got to be hard defensively. You got to win that big face-off. You got to block that shot. You got to, do what you have to do to win. So, I don't tie everything into stats, but at the same time, if you're not getting your part or your so-called calling, if you're a goal scorer, if you're an offensive player, if you're not getting your part done, then you better find other ways to contribute to the hockey club. And some guys have done a real good job at that, and some guys haven't done as good a job as I'd like to see. So you're not going to find any coaches, unless you win the Stanley Cup and you're getting a ring, there's probably not one coach in the league that is happy with his team 100%, because that's not life. That's any business environment, you're not happy with every employee that you have. That's just life. I've got a big family. I'm not happy with everybody in my family. I mean, that's just being a family. I mean, but I love them all. But sometimes you don't see eye to eye. That's what it is, and we got to work through it, and we got to work together. So, I think we've created a great environment here. There's very few players that leave Nashville and go somewhere else that say, you know what, I really hated Nashville. It was a terrible place to play. I haven't come across that yet. And I think we've created a real good environment. We've got a fantastic city to live in. You talk to other players in terms of the success and the turnaround in their career. For most of them, they've had great success in coming here and revitalizing their careers. They've come from somewhere else. And so we've created something very good here. And to, someone asked about, changes. Do you want to, blow things up and do that? I'm with David. I don't want to, you don't have to blow things up. From our side, I need to blow things up in certain areas of our game. Being the special teams, we have to start from ground zero. We're going to start from ground zero, but I can't tell you if they're going to be better. I sure hope they will be, but we will be taking a different approach. We'll be taking a different philosophy. We will work this thing to death, and it did get worked to death last year. But we're going to, tear it right down to the ground and start over again, and until we get it right or get it better production. So it's not going to be from a lack of effort, and that's one thing that I can say with this organization and every part of our organization. It's not from a lack of effort ever. It's probably sometimes we get in our own way, sometimes trying to do too much, and everybody's trying to help and all that. But the one thing that's consistent with this organization and our environment, but everybody cares and everybody wants to be a part of it and everybody wants to do better. And that's why we've had more success than some other teams that are probably in similar situations and have similar type of teams that just can't find a way to even get in the playoffs. We've been able to do that. Now, our job is to have success in the playoffs, and we'll find that way. And we had an opportunity I talked about the hockey gods. You know, Game 5, we did it to ourselves. Game 6, I think the hockey gods are going, you did it to yourselves, and Game 5, I'm just reminding you. So we'll remember, and we will be better. And I'm sure any player that was on the ice at that time, they will get it done. If that situation ever comes up again, they will get it done. I will guarantee you that. So,
David,
I'm off my soapbox for now.
it may be kind of a tired question at this point, but with the World Championships looming, will you talk to Alexander, and is there an effort to bring him back for next season?
I'm sure Alexander will talk to me. Yeah, I'll talk to him again. It's an old question. It's the ball's in his court. I mean, we've done everything to make it known to him last year. We talked to him this year at the Olympics. He's told me he wants to come back. It's up to him to make the move. He's one year left in the contract over there. I would believe, based on his inability to move last year, that would be the same case this year.
So you don't expect to happen?
I don't expect to have him. If it's going to happen, it'll be his doing, and he can't get out of his contract, or that's what he says. But after next year, I would say that unless they throw some ridiculous amount of money at him, and maybe even that won't do it, I know he wants to come back to the NHL.